Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Port Aransas, Texas, Mustang Island. It is about 20 minutes before sunset, but we have a heavy cloud cover. I'm actually looking away from the sunset, so the clouds are a little lighter. I'm heading northwest right now. So the sun's kind of setting directly behind us. There's a good selection of people set up for a few days. Tonight will be my second night in Port Aransas, and I'm here with a friend, and they are back at the campsite. I just thought I'd go on a little drive. I'm looking at, I know that person. I've met that person several times. Nice person. I'm looking at Vessel Finder, and there are 17 big ships out there on hold right now. They're dredging the channel right at the South Jetty here. So I guess there's not enough room for them to do that and have ships pass safely. So not a whole lot of ships to be filmed today. I did see some come through earlier, and of course I was down the other end of the beach about 7 miles away. There's the Horace Caldwell Pier. You can see all those bollard buddies right there. They put them out every year. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go on for 3/4 of a mile. A mile? Not really sure. Maybe tomorrow I'll go for a drive and see just how long they go on for. It was a really good day. Very relaxing. It's 58 degrees, but it feels warmer, especially when you're out of the wind. The wind is, it's been about 14 miles an hour all day, and we're kind of driving into it right now. Got my truck all organized, cleaned out. It's ready to go. I even got clean sheets on the bed, which is good. My knee is feeling better, my left knee. It doesn't do good when my foot goes side to side, left to right, right to left, when the ground's just slightly uneven. That always seems to be what tweaks my knee. Either that or when you go to step and there's nothing there, and you just have to come down a fraction of an inch. That always seems to kind of mess it up. So I've just been doing shorter walks, and I know I'm not going to make my goal for the week. That's okay. I'm going to do as much as I can today and tomorrow, and that's all I can do. Get a fresh start on Sunday. Doesn't mean I'm going to give up. Doesn't mean I'm going to be discouraged. I'm going to do what I can do and push it when I can and rest it when I need to. I'm reading that book, Beartown. I think I've read the first 200 pages the last 4 days, and I really like it. And then I checked on Amazon, and I saw it's part of a 3-book series. So I don't know if I even want to read the other 2 books. I talked about this a little in another video, but it's gotten worse. Whoever wrote the book studied about hockey but doesn't know hockey. And they started calling, I had mentioned before, a goal that they called points, which no one in hockey calls that, and now they're referring to the game as a match. And that just doesn't happen in hockey. It's just funny how I shouldn't have read something on a subject I'm familiar with, because I do like the story. The writing's really good. Just a word like that will take me right out of the story. and I walk around all grumpy and pissed off. I've seen some egrets and blue heron over here in the surf, which is, it's not unheard of, but it's unusual for me to see it. And I think that's because there's usually a lot more people here. Slept really good last night. I'll sleep really good tonight. When I'm in the back, it warms up pretty quick, and I actually have, even though it was about 50, well, tonight it's going to be around 55 degrees overnight. Last night it was in the high 40s, but I still had my fan going, not just for the noise, but to get a little air movement, you know? Some people are down here fishing, but most people just come here to, at least on a day like this, just to walk the jetty and see the ships, even though there's just that one dredger out there. And I'm hoping I get to film it when it comes into the channel down by here. But it's out there. Of course, they have to dredge way out beyond the jetty. The Gulf is pretty shallow. That's the Gulf of Mexico right there. The Gulf of Mexico. Everyone's down here fishing. There's a blue heron right there. There you go. There's a blue heron. That's Eugene's second cousin, Oscar, who was named after one of my favorite dogs in Australia. Little Garden, Big Dreams, and Flower Folk Farm, 2 Australian channels that I watch. Homesteading, growing flowers, growing vegetables, and their part of Australia is actually very beautiful. Check those channels out if you get a chance. They're both really good people. Kathy and Anita. And they both have dogs. Kind of just checking things out here on this end, guys. Wait a minute. Did I say Kathy and Anita? Make sure they get the proper shout out. Yeah, the sky's real interesting. I was hoping to get out here to catch the sunset and the sunrise in the morning, but it's going to be real overcast in the morning as well. Someone had mentioned in the comments it's going to be 80 degrees on Sunday. I'll have to take a look at that. I thought we were, well, I think we have some rain coming in, so maybe that's bringing warmer weather. But look at that sky. And like I said, the sun is behind us. So they're just little openings in the clouds. I do miss something about Rockport. Clean porta potties. My friend that I'm with, we were picking. I was picking where we could park for the night by if we got cell phone reception, and then she would walk to the nearest porta potty and go, nope, okay, this one. So we all have our own needs. I just wanted to be able to run a friend's playlist overnight, and I was able to do that last night, and we're about in the same spot, so hopefully we will tonight. Just a lot of people out walking their dogs today. I got my dad joke button while we're into buttons. Let me make sure it's on. Take a look at it. You ready?
Why did the partially blind man fall into the well? Because he couldn't see that well.
That's horrible. Let's give him one more shot.
You heard the rumor going around about butter? Never mind, I shouldn't spread it.
That's actually pretty good. Let me put that away. You're done for the day. They're still rebuilding this building. It's a combination of buildings, but restroom, bathhouse, and a building for the city RV park back there, whose name eludes me even though I know it. It is weird to see these picnic tables empty. I felt so bad earlier. I had come by and people waved me down and they didn't want to be mentioned. Probably got warrants or something. But I got are you boondocking with Dennis? I'm like, yep. I talked to them for a while, and they had 2 nice tents set up and chairs out and heavy tables and their grill. They were all set. And I was thinking while I'm talking to them, that's a lot to put out for the day. See, there's some tents right there. And I talked to them for a while, and they said they were staying for 3 nights, their first time here. And I said, you know you're not allowed to camp right in here, right? They're like, no. And I'm like, yeah. And right behind them was one of those signs, no overnight camping. Camping for the most part, everything behind me now until you get to the pier is no overnight parking, no camping. And then a little bit past the pier, you're allowed to park and camp. So that's why we don't see any other tents or recreational vehicles set up on this side of the pier for the most part. Some people are fishing for the day, so yeah, they'll park and set up and make a 12, 14, 16-hour day out of it, and then head on back home. I haven't been out to the end of that pier in a very long time, and I don't think I'm ever going to go out again, but it is nice. They're still working on deciding what's going to go inside those buildings, restaurants, bait shops, that type of thing. Maybe a gift shop or something. I'm sure they'll take bids on it, and whoever gets accepted gets accepted. Whenever I see this dunes, I don't know, are they condominiums, hotels? I'm not sure what the dunes are. Makes me think of Calvin. He had mentioned it once, and he is forever associated with it. RV living with the geezer. I had some downtime today, and I watched, I got to write these names down because I watch these channels every day. Scotty TV Hawaii, Jason's TX Adventures, Hiking with Jackie Boy, my Chappie channel. I got to write them down and put links, guys. I got to do that in a future video. I used to have a long list of the channels that I watch attached in my description, and then I started to notice that most of the channels I was recommending don't watch my channel anymore. So I said, this doesn't seem quite right. We're almost back. Saw quite a few Airstreams today. Even in Aransas Pass, they had one of those little mini Airstreams for rent. It said rent me. I'm going to have to check that out one day. I got to keep my eye out for the trains at Rockport terminals for Jamie Macon. She's got a good channel. And I also watch my buddy Scott and Jeannie, and I haven't caught a live from my friend Nicole in a while because Facebook doesn't send me notifications, but good group of people, all astrology, Brian Ferris, All good people. TGIF. You had enough of me rambling, guys? I think I'm done. Thanks for riding along today. Thanks for watching.